inspiring people, sharing love.
Let's say you are the prophet, eh?
Yes.
You are the prophet, you are the Elijah, and your son is asking for the spirit, and you know that you need to make use of that same spirit for you to be elevated. Your ascension is going to be because of the anointing that you carry. If you give your anointing to this young boy, you will never ascend. And your son is asking for the double portion of your spirit. And for you to ascend, to be taken in the flesh into the heavens, you need to make use of that same spirit and same anointing. And then this boy is saying, before you go, hand it over to me. How do you give it to the young man and still ascend? This is why Elijah had to make use of the power first. He said, I will not hand it over to you physically. Let me make use of the power. Let me ascend. For the last time, let me test my grace. Let me be lifted up. And then I will post it to you. Check your WhatsApp or your email. I will send the power to you. Let me go first. Now, when he got the jacket, it was one. It was one jacket. Yet he had qualified for the double portion. So within the jacket was enough grace. There was the power and the spirit of his father. And he took the jacket and ran his qualifications. Everything that he once used to cover himself with, anything that made him comfortable, he first of all uncovered himself before he could be covered by the grace and the covering of his father. You want to move under the spirit of your mentor. There must be a moment in your life where you become naked and people are laughing at you. A phase in your life where you remove your previous covering before you can put on your new covering. And it is during that time when people write about you and talk about you, and they say that you are unlike your father. How come you are naked if you have a father that can cover you? It's a moment where you're trying to deal with things that you used to use before, in trying to cover yourself and protect yourself. So he removed his clothes and he put on his jacket. The jacket that he got from his father. And here comes Elijah. Now he's going back to open a door that was shut. He gets to the river and there is a closed door. And he wants to open the closed door. And he takes off the jacket. Once again, he's exposed. Moments when you do the supernatural. There is coming a time like that. Some of you, because you want to keep yourselves covered, you will never do wonders. If you're not willing to expose yourself, you will never do wonders. Munochka wakomana maziku hembe yenyaya mazitrauzi maguberubaya munoada. You still have something to hide. That is why the power of God cannot flow through you. remove a bacha katirukova Jordan richipenga, the river Jordan was flowing, and he said, where is the God of my father? The God of Elijah. Jacket. And the jacket is not parting the waters for the first time. It's an experienced jacket. Not your own anointing that you got from Dombosha after prayer and then you try, we want. No. It's an experienced anointing. You inherit an anointing that is seasoned in healing the sick, an anointing that is seasoned in making money, an anointing that is seasoned in making the right choices when it comes to marriage. You inherit an anointing that was once married, and it comes upon you even before you get married, and you choose like an expert. So he took the jacket and he said, bye. And according to the waters, it was Elijah coming back. Not Elisha. Elijah coming back. Elijah coming back. Elijah coming back. So, he is preserving the grace, because the power from Elijah must get to Elisha. It must be kept well until it gets to John. That is how the grace of God flows. The power that you want, some of you men of God, the grace that you are going to be using in ministry, it will not come from God afresh. It's already on the earth, still working with somebody, gaining its experience. It stays on the earth until every affliction is eliminated. The power remains here. Don't look for new grace. No. So when you receive that grace, when it comes upon your life, when your eyes are open and you begin to see into the spiritual realm, visions that you will see and you think you're seeing them for the first time. No, you're making use of the spirit that has been seeing visions ever since. I don't know if I'm talking to someone here. Some of you can't follow. You don't know how to follow until the mantle falls on you. You don't know how to follow. Elisha almost made a mistake. He almost gave the same power to a wrong guy. Almost. And God said, no, you can't. You are quick to impart. This guy cannot keep this. Because John is coming. He needs to find this spirit still intact. Why did John had to die such a death? Because he knew how to use only the spirit of Elijah and not the power of Elijah. Why? Because when they confront that day, if he had told them that I am Elijah, then Herod was going to know, if I touch this man, then fire comes down. Because there is the power of the Spirit. But he said, I'm not Elijah. He said, okay, if you are not, then we can mess with you. We can mess with you. Do you know who you are? It's all about knowing yourself. That's where you young girls, you're having a problem. You look at another girl and you feel like you want to get married to her. It's an identity crisis. Men are marrying each other, men to men. It's all about not knowing who you are. My message today cuts all across. It touches everything that we see happening today. It's identity crisis. You're failing to know who you are. If you are a man, there is nothing else that you can do about it. You will remain a man forever, despite what you put on. You remain a man. People are in trouble today because they are failing to know who they are. You have the spirit and the power of Elijah. The spirit and the power of Elijah.